Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to this playground on which I slipped and nearly died less than 1 minute ago. Anyway, today I did something interesting, okay? And it's kind of building on something that I've kind of sort of known for a while, but I just want to go ahead and put it in a video because it's good information, especially here during Nofap November when a lot of people are perhaps quitting porn for the first time, or not jacking off 10 times a day for the first time, or, something to that effect. In any case, you've got something that, for a lot of people, pornography is a pretty regular part of their life. Might take up a lot of time, might take up a little bit of time, but anyway, they're getting rid of it now, okay? So you have this gap here, this gap of free time, all right? And a lot of people will replace pornography with video games or with TV or YouTube videos or stuff like that. Things that aren't in themselves necessarily bad, but still aren't productive or something like that. And I would caution against that to an extent, for a reason that, like I said, I've kind of known about it for a while now. This is what I've experienced anyway, and I'm sure many other people have experienced the same thing, maybe without even really knowing it. But for me, I noticed a while ago that a lot of times on my days off, days where I didn't have work and didn't really have anything that I had to do, a lot of times, I would be looking forward to them, and, I would at first enjoy them, but, halfway through the day, or maybe not until the end of the day, I would just feel bad. I just felt bad. It's just not in a good mood at all, even though the whole day I had just been doing whatever I wanted to do. And it seemed that there was a pattern that, it's the days where I'm doing the stuff that I would rather not be doing are the days where I'm generally happier, and then the days where I just do whatever I want to do, I'm not happy. And what I came to the realization of, and is backed up by today, is that probably especially as men, we have to be doing something worthwhile, or we just get depressed, because we have purpose. It's in our bones, it's in our blood, and there's no way around it. We can distract ourselves all day and even make ourselves, feel good in the moment by doing that. But what I see is the people who just do whatever they feel like at the moment, who focus on just trying to feel good, on trying to entertain themselves or whatever, generally are not happy. And today, I did something a little bit different here. I've been more productive in general lately, since quitting my job. Not as much as I would like to be, but still more productive overall. Today, I decided I was going to take, it must have been a few hours straight, and just did what I felt like doing, which was, not what I want to make a distinction here between what you feel like doing and what you want to do, okay? You have these desires that you want to accomplish, things that you want to get done, things that you want to achieve, and then there's what you feel like doing, which generally isn't always that productive. At least for me, anyway. Some people are just, it's just who they are. They love doing productive stuff. And once I get into the flow, I'm like that. But starting off, not really. But anyway, back to the point here. I spent like a few hours just on YouTube watching police dash cam videos, body cam videos. I'm really into that lately. Like, it's a interest that I have, kind of a morbid curiosity or interest or something like that. But and just did that, and that was what I felt like doing. And I'm like, okay, well, let's try this and see what happens. And sure enough, I felt like garbage by around noon. It was just, it wasn't what I was eating or anything like that. There weren't any other. I've been physically active lately. The other variables are kind of in control there. There's nothing else going on that would make me feel unusually bad today. I think that it really is that. And so, if you're doing this whole Nofap November thing, if you're quitting porn and you're trying to improve your life, trying to be happier, trying to be more productive and stuff like that, or even, just sticking to the point of this video, just be happier. It's not going to work quite as well if you just substitute other unproductive, ultimately pretty much useless activities. And I'm not going to say that, oh, video games are all bad and you can never play video games, you can never watch TV, you can never go on YouTube and watch, some guy and some cops shooting at each other. But it should be, it should be a small portion, like a break, okay? You don't spend most of your day taking a break, or at least you shouldn't, all right? You take a break just to relax, kind of chill out, kind of, not do anything taxing for a little while, okay? So that would be video games, TV, any number of things. Reading even is not a bad idea. But the point I'm making, in my tired late night sitting on the playground mind, what I'm trying to convey is that if you want to be happier through this, if you want to feel better about your life, do better with your life. And that doesn't mean just do things that are less bad or do things that aren't bad. It means start doing some good, start doing something productive, start filling that time with real, meaningful work, okay? To me, I've got it pretty much figured out how my brain works. If I spend more than, aside from sleeping, well, I guess you could call that productive in a way, if it's anabolic sleep, but I've got it pretty much figured out where if I'm not doing something meaningful, basically, which can take a few different forms. It can take the form of, being with other people, building, strengthening relationships with other people, spending quality time together, doing something productive, creating value somehow, or working on myself, whether that's physically, spiritually, mentally, whatever, even walking and praying, things like that. Just time with myself and God, something like that. If I go more than like an hour without doing one of those things, then I just feel like trash. And today was just kind of the, conclusive, controlled laboratory conditions kind of proof of that. And I think that's going to be the case for most men who don't have other serious mental issues. That you've got to be doing something productive or you are just going to be in a much, much lower mood than you would be otherwise. It's kind of counterintuitive that you have to do what you don't feel like doing in order to feel good. But it's true. That's how we're wired. And it's good that we're wired like that. It's good that we're wired in a way where we have to be productive, where we have to contribute something back. Okay? And if you are in a position where you don't know what you want to do, and I get that, a lot of guys are like that. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they should do. They just don't know. They don't even know what they don't know. And if that's the case, there are a few ways that you can go about addressing that. In some cases, a lot of reading, the right books anyway, is going to help you discover that. For me, a major book in that, and I've mentioned this book a lot, and there's a reason for that, but The Tin Soldiers by Andrew Schwab was the book that kind of, woke me up and got me thinking about, okay, what I really want to do and figuring that out. That's like one of the major books that I can point to and say, hey, you wouldn't be hearing my voice right now on YouTube or whatever without me having read that book. That was what kind of set, one of the books that set all of this in motion. So that's a good book if you're a young man, not sure what you're supposed to do, not sure what you want to do. Another thing that I can recommend is just unplugging as much as possible, quitting video games, quitting TV, all that kind of stuff. Intentionally cut off any sources of, low effort satisfaction that you might have. And that can even take the form of a lot of social media and stuff like that. Be really minimal about social media. Just try to make it so that you're not getting these high rewards, these good feelings of being entertained from low effort activities. All right. And that's going to force you to look for things that actually take effort and work and drive and, discipline and determination to get stuff done. Okay? You can kind of force yourself into that spot, and I think that that's a valid way to do it too. Apart from that, prayer, definitely. If you've got a purpose here on this planet, chances are God knows it. And it's not going to hurt to look to Him and to seek His will in that regard. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to say about that. So the main takeaway here is quitting porn, great. Don't replace it with the useless stuff though, or you're still gonna feel, pretty bad. I'm not watching porn, and I felt like crap today because I wasted my time. Because I wasted that part of my life. I spent that much time doing something that was, it's a low value activity. It's not, in a way, it's not worthy of my time. I'm selling myself short. Okay, and that's not because I'm special or anything like that. Okay, you're human. You've got that spark. God made you for a reason. You got something that you can do, something that you can contribute. You've got some kind of purpose, okay? And when you spend all day doing nothing, then you're really selling yourself short. You're selling your time for less than it's worth. All right? That's it. I'll stop blabbing. Y'all have a good day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy, and I'll talk to you later.